Coaches, what's up? What's happening? Here's what we have today on Ball Talk. One of the emails that comes across, you may have seen it before, a couple different basketball coaches subscribe to some popular coaches out there. One of them that came across I thought was an interesting topic and wanted to make sure that everybody knew what it was about, because it's similar to something I've struggled with in the past, but made up some rules that can help you navigate it. So when you get a lead and you're going into the fourth quarter, when should you stall? When should you keep playing? How much should you trust your players, in this? When you stall, there's a couple things you want to take care of. You want to make sure. First of all, stalling is not with my point guard just holding the ball at the top of the key and, we're not moving the ball, we're not doing anything. If you're going to stall, let's say you're up by 5 or 6 points with about a minute left, you can start to stall out. You can start to pass the ball, swing the ball, move, and that gives you a chance to run the clock. Because that's what you're trying to do. The whole purpose in stalling is trying to run the clock down so that the other team has less time to score. Now, what I would not suggest is trying to stall with 4 minutes left, even 3 minutes left. All right. And then again, wonder if your team's not good at stalling. All right. I've had some teams in the past where, if we pass the ball 7 times, I'm just glad we didn't turn it over. So your team also has to be smart enough or have a high enough basketball IQ to be able to move the ball without turning it over. So here's what I would suggest. And again, this is this I think is a pretty popular topic with a lot of coaches. If you're under 2 minutes, you can start to stall. All right. If you're over 2 minutes, I would keep playing about 2 or 3 more possessions. When you stall, you need to have a set offensive movement to stall, or else players start to feel the energy going up and they start to get a little bit nervous, and then there's an outside effect on that. So what I would suggest is there's several different motions you can use to stall. One could just be 5 out, pass and cut. You could do that. But if they start pressuring you, because the other team's going to start pressuring you because they need the ball back, but they may not be trying to foul you, all right, you could go with some dribble handoffs. All right. I would move them up a little high enough to where you're not going to get trapped off of one. So you could have 5 out, pass and cut, move the ball. Dribble handoff, no problem. You could do some pick and rolls, just that you're not attacking too much and you're not hitting the roller. There's another set where you have kind of in a box. Your 2 bigs are down or up top at the elbows, 5 and 4. Your guards are down low, 2 and 3. Your point guard's up top. Whatever side he drives to, he just drives to the wing, and that bottom guard comes up the middle. They pass, and he fills back in. He goes to the other side, passes that big, goes to the wing. That bottom guard comes up the middle, pass. You can keep that up, okay? And if you'd want to see that, just leave a comment and say, hey, show me the third action you're talking about. So that's pretty much when you would stall. I've seen a-hole coaches that hold the ball for 5 minutes, and it's ridiculous. I've seen coaches hold the ball until the defense switches out of their defense. I think that's ridiculous. I've also let a coach hold the ball on me, and because I wasn't moving my defense. And then I switched with like about a minute left in the quarter to what he wanted, got a steal, went and got a layup. So it didn't even pay off for him. But the most important thing is how do you practice this? You want to practice this, I would say once a week, maybe twice a week, depending on your practice schedule. Just if you have a clock, if this is a school ball and you have a clock up there, or if you have some type of timer that you bring to your travel ball practice, just put 1:20 on there. All right. And then again, gamify it. Like I've told you before, gamify everything. So defense, if you get a steal on this, all right, if you get a steal on this and you can go and score on the other side, offense, you got 5 push-ups or something like that. Or each team will get 3 possessions and we'll see who can stall the best or who doesn't lose the ball. All right, but again, put 1.5 minutes on there. You can do, maybe 45 seconds, just depending on what you notice that you're going into. But I'd start with 1.5 minutes, maybe do 45 seconds, however it is. Maybe start smaller if you got younger Teams, maybe look for 30 seconds. See if you can stall for 30 seconds. Because that's an eternity in a 4th grade game. That's an eternity in a 6th grade game. So run those and get your team used to stalling. Why are we stalling? Let them know the why behind everything, and then gamify that. All right, coaches, I hope that helped you answer some of those questions about, when to stall, when not to stall, what's it look like from the stands when I'm stalling, if you care about that kind of stuff. If you look down in the description, I got a ton of resources for coaches, even new coaches, beginner packets for free, gives you the offense, defense, how to email, how to practice plan, all that good stuff. It's in there. You'll find it. You're smart. Until next video, coaches, here's to more wins. See ya.